What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the iTip Report. My name is Ani. Here's where culture, classes, and commentary reside. So today I want to talk about Kelis. So if you see me looking at my notes, it's in front of me, just referencing the information I obtained, to have some facts. So anyway, my reference is billboard.com. It was an article on there where Kelis claims that the Neptunes kept all her profits from her first two albums. Okay? Now, what I will say is I like her, Kelis. I like her creativeness. I like the fact that she knows how to cook. And she's all about sauce, like flavors and stuff like that. And she's just a creative being, you know? So in this sense, if you check out billboard.com, the NYC native, and I'm just going to read off what they said. NYC native spoke candidly while putting her career in perspective with The Guardian in a brutally honest interview released Thursday, January 30th. One quote they said that stood out among the rest was Kelis claimed that the Neptunes, if you don't know who the Neptunes are, they are dope. They're one of my favorite producers, Pharrell Williams and Chad Hugo, kept all the profits from her first two albums, right? Neptunes fully produced both of her first two albums, which was the 1999 Kaleidoscope and the 2001's Wonderland, which seemed to be a safe creative space, turned out to be the opposite as she was. Which she stated lied and tricked. Kelis claims that the duo group decided that they were going to split the profits 33/33/33, right? Which we didn't do. Kelis claims also that she holds Pharrell as well as Hugo's management at the time, team and attorneys liable in the mess as well. Whew. Right? Kelis went on to say that she didn't even notice that the publishing money missing from all the sales for her two projects for a few years because she was making money off of touring. The argument is, she said, the Neptune's argument is, well, you signed it. And that's what they have in parentheses. And she's like, Kelis is like, yeah, I signed what I was told. And I was too young and too stupid to double check. That's what she said. You can check out this article as well as from billboard.com, as well as you can go to The Guardian and check out the actual interview, brutally honest interview. They stated that Kelis did. Now, what I will tell you is, in this situation, stuff like this always happens. If you pay attention to unsung interviews and just in generally how management people are, how especially record labels, as well as artists, a lot of times these albums came out in the 2000s and the 90s as well. I would say from the 60s to the 2000s, especially the 90s, but from the 60s to the early 2000s, a lot of artists at the time that were young were really getting raped in their publishing and masters and anything. It's typically because they didn't have artist development and they didn't have the right team. And then you also got to think about parents. If the parents is not really into music like that, music business, and just do the research to find out what an artist should know about publishing and mastering. And the labels are not going to tell the artists what to do, especially they're young, because they're looking at the young artists, especially when they first come out, as a money bag. Now, I will say this. If you notice, a lot of artists that have been out for a very long time are really exposing labels, producers, managers for everything that they have done. That's why, in my perspective, you know, as being a manager, artist manager, is that a manager needs to have a paper trail of everything, just as well as the record label. But we know that doesn't happen because in this business, it's really grimy if you're dealing with the wrong people. And it shouldn't have to be, because I think excellent business, procedures will make people want to work with you for life, especially with trusting. And I will tell you this, my experience, and I did a lot of stuff independently. One thing I could say is that a lot of artists that come to me and they talk to me and I sit down and have time with them, I would tell them everything that they need to know and questions and all of that. I've got a lot is I can trust you. And let me tell you something, trust goes farther for me than making tons of money off of an artist. That's just me. And this situation with Kelis is so interesting, and I'm not really surprised because I kind of could tell that you just, from the outside looking in, that they had some differences, because you really haven't had Kelis do an album with them in years. You really don't see Kelis collabing with them on a consistent basis, the Neptunes, you know? In this situation, I think that they're both wrong. And the reason why I say this, and Kelis, and I'm not saying Kelis is wrong for speaking her truth. I'm saying that she messed up in regards to just having somebody, even though you trust them, just to sign it. I think she messed up on that. I know that she probably, at the time, had a good relationship with Pharrell as well as Chad, and she thought she could trust them, and being young, that's to me where she has made the mistake of just signing something because they told her. Because let's be real, guys. You shouldn't sign, I don't care who it is, you shouldn't sign any contracts that just because you trust somebody, you're just going to believe what they said, because they could switch up on you. And it's the difference between business and personal. So we have to understand that. And I'm pretty sure that throughout Kelis' experiences, she has understood this and know what and what not to do. It's like a trial and error with most artists. And she's been able to maintain. But I think, in my opinion with this, and this is my opinion, I think she should have never, no matter how cool or tight with a person, you should just never sign something because they told you. I suggest anybody, no matter what business you're doing, you should always get a lawyer if you don't, or get someone to understand. But I would prefer to do legal way, get a lawyer, get them to explain everything to you so you know what you're getting yourself into, okay? In a situation with the Neptunes, they are wrong if this is the case, and 9 times out of 10, I actually believe Kelis, because this is what producers do, this is what labels do. They will squeeze the life out of artists, and I don't condone that. Now, if the Neptunes didn't do that, then I would like to see some proof or something. But the fact that she's saying that, you can kind of tell she was really bothered by that. And I don't see an artist just coming out and saying, hey, you stole this, or you never paid me for this, or whatever. So, I believe her. However, with the Neptunes, that is just a bad comeback to say, well, you signed it. That's bad. Business is business. And I think that at the end of the day, if you want people to come back to work with you, you need to be fair. And unfortunately, we know the music business is not fair. So, Neptunes, if you owe Kelis money and what have you, give her money. That's how you could correct the situation. It's the same to me that it takes 20, 30, 40 years for producers, record labels, etc. to be like, okay, well, we're going to do this, or we're going to, sometimes these artists don't even get their money back, you know? But nevertheless, the whole moral of this story is do not sign anything just because you trust people, even if it's family, even if somebody you just really trust. You really have to put, in the words of Wu-Tang, you really have to protect your neck. So I hope Kelis get her percentage, and let's be real, with artists touring, they make a lot of their money from the tours, because you know why? The labels have created so much to the where they want to take everything from you. It's like modern day slavery. So it's up to us to learn from our mistakes, trial and error, and move on. I would like to definitely know what the Neptune, especially, I would say more Pharrell, because I think he worked way more with Kelis than anyone in the situation. Hey, we never know. It's two sides to every story, and then you have the truth. I'd rather know the truth. But it looks very obvious of this whole situation. They both were wrong, but especially the Neptunes. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in regards. Do you think Kelis is wrong for waiting this amount of years? Because a lot of people say, well, why you wait this long? Or, you know, and you got to think about it. She probably waited a good time because she could have got blackballed. It's like if you say anything or, you know, tell the truth of what happened to you. So many repercussions. But let me know your thoughts in regards to that. Do you think she was wrong for exposing the Neptunes about them not splitting the profits of her never getting paid? She only got paid through touring. Do you think the Neptunes actually jerked her? Comment. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video. Subscribe. I definitely appreciate if you subscribe. Somebody's going to ask me where I got this dress. This is one of my favorite colors. Mint green. I got it from Zara last year. But anyway, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, and let me know your thoughts. Do you think artists or anyone, if you trust somebody, should you just sign contracts? All right? Peace, and I will see you on the next video.